Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys. Today's reading, we will be taking a look at the person on your mind, and we'll be channeling messages from this person to you. What do they want to say to you? If they could say anything at all to you, maybe you're in no contact, or maybe this person just has not had a chance to communicate to you how they are feeling inside. So before we get into your person's channeling, we will take a look at your energy just to make sure you've tapped into the right pile, so you get an understanding of what's resonating for you, or if you've tapped into your own energy, then there could be a message in there in regards to how you're feeling that spirit wants to communicate. Please use your own intuition over mine with these readings. And as always, if you do tap into your own energy, it could be that your person is sitting in a different pile. We'll also pull some song cards and some charms as well, so you guys can get a little bit more confirmation that this is the connection or the person that you've come here about. All right, so we have 4 options to choose from. Option number 1, we have the Wandering Star Tarot. And the pics will be laid out in the timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below. Option number 2, we have the Modern Witch Tarot. And for option number 3, we have the After Tarot. And for option number 4, we have the Shuffle Tarot Collection A deck. So feel free to have the video paused if you're not sure which pile. Now, keep in mind, you can't really pick a wrong pile, because if you don't resonate with the energy check, you can just go ahead and pick another pile. So I will see you at your pick. My beautiful pile number 1, you pick the Wandering Star Tarot, and we're going to get into your person's channeling, what they want to say to you, if they could say anything at all. Like I said, maybe you're in a period of no contact, so this person cannot communicate with you, or maybe this person just has not been able to express how they are feeling for you. So before we get into your person's energy, I will be doing a quick energy check on you to ensure that this is indeed your pile. As always, use your intuition over mine. If it doesn't sound right, don't make it fit. And if this sounds more like a crisscross energy, meaning that your person's energy is going to come out in the energy check, and then your energy comes out in the back half, it could mean that there's another pile that has your person's energy channeled, okay? Very common on this channel that for whatever reason the energies are crossed. So we'll do an energy check. If this sounds like you or your connection, or sounds like your person's energy coming through, this could be your pile. All right, so Spirit, thank you so much for this message, for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so much. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm truly blessed, truly grateful. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank my subscribers for being here. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you guys deeply. Thank you. All right, so Spirit, how is pile number 1 going to know that this is indeed their pile? What is going on in this connection? Pile number 1, energy check, Spirit. How will they know this is indeed their pile, their connection? All right, we have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have Strength in reverse. So we have some Leo energy coming out. You or your person could have strong Leo placements. I do feel like these will be something to look at shortly. We have the World in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the 6 of Swords And I don't read bottom of the deck reversed. We read energy blocks here. So if it is meant to be in the reverse, we'll pick that up. So 6 of Swords, and then we'll read these in a bit. So let me pull some oracles as well. We have talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, and hoovering. And we got truth. Could be some Aquarius energy here as well with the stars. We have humility with allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Okay. And this one here. We have surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all that you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay. So let me just put these here so it doesn't topple on me. Okay. How will you know this is your connection, your pile? So I feel like you've been through some strife here with your person. You're not wanting to be in the same energy as you have in the past. You're getting tired of the energy. It might be mentally exhausting, and it seems to be something that hasn't been fulfilling you emotionally. And I'm getting 2 energies. This could be your person's energy coming in as well. So just please try to gauge which is yours, which is your person. I feel there's an energy here of somebody who has not stepped forward, who has not allowed themselves to get clear about this connection because they are stuck in an energy maybe of the past, or maybe their comfort zone, or maybe they're just not certain how to move forward or make things happen in this connection. I feel like that might be your person's energy. Okay, so there's something that they're having to close out. It's not for me to gauge who's who, but I feel like there's 2 energies picking up in this energy check. So I don't know who I'm going to be channeling so much. So either which way, both of you guys are not satisfied emotionally. I feel like both of you guys want to come together, but that's not been the case. And for whatever reason, one of you guys might feel as though the other person could make that choice more easily and readily. And the other person feels as though they don't know how, or they're just not quite clear on how to close out what they need to close out in order to choose this connection to move forward. So the connection is stuck. The connection might be in a no contact, or at least it might be very cyclical, coming and going. Something needs to close out. There's been a lot of cycles in this connection. Both of you guys enjoy talking to each other, although I feel as though maybe you guys are in a period, like I said, of no contact, but both of you guys, if that's the case, are wanting to come together to smooth things out and to be kind of on the same page and allow whatever past situations have happened to be kind of like water under the bridge so that you guys can come together. Although one energy is still not sure how to move forward, or maybe even how to reach out in order to smooth things along. Neither of you guys are happy the way things are right now. That's a for sure. Both of you guys might feel as though you guys are hanging on to a truth, or understand a truth, or want only truths here. So what's interesting is that I feel like both people might understand their truth a little differently. So there's kind of truths in both. One feels like they're looking at the situation very black and white, and the truth is that you guys are not making things happen. That one person seems confused, or at least not clear, or hasn't chose this connection. Therefore, they're unhappy and potentially could be the one that walked away, or just feel distant or emotionally not satisfied and see the other person as, you know, choosing something else, which is causing conflict. And I don't feel like there's anger here. I feel like there's an acceptance. I feel like there's a recognition here to allow space for each other with this surrender your attachment to results. I feel like at some point, someone here, most likely you, again, how I'm reading it, the very first energy I was tapped into, kind of had an idea in their mind of what they wanted to see, an outcome of how they wanted things to come together. And it seemed maybe simple, but I feel like the other energy here needs to close something out. And for all of you guys, it could definitely be something different, a way of life. Maybe they're ending a phase, a cycle in their life, something here, but they're unable to show up in this connection in a way that's emotionally satisfying to both of you guys. So I feel like their truth is that they understand they want this connection. They understand there's something they need to do, but the inability for them to choose to move forward, they feel as though is a truth, which is like, how do I move forward? How do I deal or close out something that matters or that is in their life right now? Because if they've been this way for some time, it's difficult. So there is some sort of truth. So I feel like both of you guys are looking at truth with humility, truth here. And I feel as though this is kind of a passing energy of expecting some sort of outcome. I feel like you guys have maybe been apart for some time, or at least suffered enough pains here to recognize that whatever sort of, I was going to say more petty type stuff, but it's not very petty, but I mean like attachments to results on the grand scheme of things isn't as important as maybe someone's love for another, or an ability to be in each other's lives, or an ability to communicate with one another. Because I do feel like there's lots of love here, but I do feel like there's a cycle that definitely needs to come to an end. And it could be, you know, somebody who is, again, really needing to close something out and choose this connection and be very clear, but they could very well be prioritizing everything but this connection and thinking there's some sort of truth here to why they are unable to, and it keeps causing pain. And so maybe there's like, you know, a makeup, and then a breakup in some way. But I feel like both parties are very interested in connecting with one another and not having to go through the same cyclical things again. Four of Swords. So like I said, there could be a period of reflecting. I think you guys have reflected both sides. So this could be no contact. This is a period of, after the Three of Swords and the pain, we accept truths. We look at ourselves. We understand a little bit better. The King of Swords. That one wanted to come in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, oh my goodness, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Six of Wands. So interesting that we have the sixes here. So things have definitely not have been successful. And I feel as though the outcome both of you guys desired in this connection has not happened yet. And I feel like somebody in this connection might very well be still kind of looking at things that don't matter so much in this connection, like what will other people think, or making this connection kind of formal. So I feel like there is a lot of unclarity. Yeah, unclarity, I guess. But I feel like one person here, and I feel like it's you, but again, it could be whatever, crisscross, this person, one person is not clear on anything about this connection anymore, because the other person has not prioritized, because the other person has not communicated, because the other person has not decided. The other person is very very much hard to understand their actions, and I don't feel like they understand their own actions. But I think what's stemming these actions is a place of someone who needs growth. We have Strength in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse. These are all kind of ego cards and potentially ego getting in the way. Now, when I say ego, we always tend to lean in on the more strong ego, like arrogance and that sort of thing. But ego could be as subtle as something like someone is acting because they're not confident, because they're unable to find within themselves, because their ego is telling them something different, that they could find happiness, that they could choose this connection and be victorious. So the ego gets in the way, and so this person could be acting in a way that doesn't even make sense to them. I feel like this person is also not quite sure. And so with this person not being sure, because this feels to me like somebody who really needs to go deeper than reflecting, like go inwards, like more hermit, not just take some time apart, which is okay. But I feel like there's a need to go right inwards and ask themselves inside, detached from external egoic conditionings, I guess, if you will, what they want, and be very clear about this to themselves. And I don't feel this person has done this, which has prevented them from moving forward, prevented them from offering a cup of love or even receiving at a full extent what this connection could mean. And with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like this person isn't encouraged to lean in on their own strength or their own ability to be confident to step forward, because there could be fears, and these fears, like I said, could be a fear of making something official, because that would require something of this person that may or may not be true. But I think this person carries a lot of untruths, or maybe they think that there's more eyes on them, or that they would be perceived in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable. But I feel like there's some sort of cycle, life cycle here, that needs to come to an end before this person can make sense to themselves what this is about. Yeah, so it leaves the other person kind of confused, and it might leave the other person angry, or maybe they were angry at some point, because like I said, I wasn't feeling anger. But it could be that the person who's been not choosing this connection might feel as though the other person is tense or angry, or has some sort of boundary that they're unable to overcome. And I mean, obviously rightfully so, that the person who feels rejected or feels like things couldn't move forward is potentially boundaried up. But I feel like what this is telling me is there's more confusion and in what's going on in this connection. Like this person is unclear as to what the motivations and desires, and why this person is unable to step forward, especially if they feel this person wants to communicate or wants to come out of something, but then at the same time is unable to step forward into the connection. So they might step to a certain point, and then it kind of doesn't happen. The Mother Star with the S in reverse. So it's like, this is the creation. It's like things in this connection haven't been born yet. This person has not chose the connection. So until this person is able to choose the connection further than just conversing or stepping forward or making amends, because I feel like maybe there's amends here, but then I feel like there is an inability to step forward in a confident way. And so this person could just lack self-confidence, and it might show up in different ways. Maybe this person could act in the opposite, right? They could pretend to be someone, or pretend, or at least encompass an energy and believe that they are somebody who is in control, or is confident, or is able to do what they want and go about however they want. But deep down, what I'm seeing here is somebody who is really controlled by circumstances or their ego or things that they're telling themselves that logically might not necessarily be the truth. I feel like this person likes to have control so that they can feel safe. I don't think this person likes feeling out of their control. I think this person wants to know exactly. Yeah, so I feel like one person's leaned in on attaching themselves to results. It's like they don't want to put themselves out there only to be I don't know, to lose or to find themselves not in a position that builds their confidence. So it's scary, while the other person, I think, is learning a lesson of releasing any sort of idea that they had, that they were attached to, that this connection could be more or would be more in some way. Okay, so that's a long energy check, but 2 energies coming in. I don't know whose energy I'm going to be tapped into, and I'm actually doing channeling. Okay, so we will pull cards with messages from your person. But I mean, words on a card is not necessarily the exact energy that we're going to be getting from each of these cards. So do not take the words as gospel here. We'll look at what sort of energy comes through as a channel. So let me pull them out first, and then, okay. So, and then we'll pull some charms and a song card as well, if I remember. Okay, so Spirit, pile number 1, person, the viewer's person, the connection they came here about. Can we channel, what does this person want to say to pile number 1 exactly? What does this person want to say to pile 1, if they could say anything at all? What do they want to say? Oh, wow. Okay. Give me a second because I dropped. Oh, I just dropped a pine cone. We're okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. So we have the 6 of Wands coming out in reverse. I do feel as though, because we got the 6 of Wands in reverse twice, that's quite significant, and that the person I might be channeling is the person who, again, was fearing maybe making this connection official, or this energy that I'm picking up is the person who might have been challenged with their ego. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, the person that was not able to decide or prioritize this connection. 6 of Pentacles, not be able to have a balanced representation of themselves in this connection. Mother Star in reverse, which we talked about, not able to create something. The creator, no. And that's in the upright. The Mother Star, yes, in the reverse. Okay, interesting. 3 of Wands. Yeah, stunting the expansion of this connection, denying truths, and causing a lot of conflict here, and potentially competition if some of you guys find yourselves in a third party, or this person choosing third party. For some of you guys, and third party doesn't necessarily have to mean another person, just they're not prioritizing this connection. I do feel there was an ending, but I don't feel it's over. So like we've said, there could be a period of reflection. And here we have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, not choosing again. So not choosing, not being balanced here and showing up, and then not, yeah, choosing the path. So we're going to channel. I am going to put these over top. Spirit, what does pile number 1's person want to communicate? People don't believe in me. People, see, right over the 6 of Wands. Like I said, this is being in the public eye, but I feel like this person feels like they're being judged in some way by others, or still with the ego and perceptions in their image. You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. So here we have unhealthy confidence. Their ego is not or their ego part of them that is lacking self-confidence. I feel lonely, push people away. Emotions overwhelm me. I would agree with that. They have hurt me. They have hurt me. Okay. Interesting. We have power. There's that control. And we have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction, and one of these. And then we will get into your channeling. Sorry, not that. Okay. Oh, we got two. All right. We have compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Friendliness. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Okay. I hope these don't fall over. So I want to see these here. Okay. I haven't been able to step forward in this connection because there's a lot of things going on in my life that I feel you might not understand. And I know it sounds kind of shallow even to say this out loud, but it makes me feel out of control to think how other people might perceive me, because I've built an identity of who I am. So my family, my friends, my environment understands me in one way, and I understand me in one way. So when my emotions for you and how I feel for you, which is true, which is deep, it's a real love, and I know that it is, and I can't deny this. But the other side of the equation is all these people and how I've told myself that I was conflicts with that. So I can't just become someone else overnight. I can't just choose this connection because of my feelings. And I haven't done this. And you continue to show your love and your compassion, and you've continued to invest in me and understand me in a way, even though I haven't been able to explain to you this struggle. And I don't really deserve to have you continuously pouring love into me because I haven't been able to choose you. I haven't been able to show up here in a way that I feel you deserve, that I know would be aligned with a truth, a deep truth that I feel. But I can't deny that I feel these other ways too, although it does feel like it makes me unhappy to live in an energy that might feel comfortable or might have been my past, but I don't know how to move forward from that. And so what this resulted in is pain in this connection, challenge in this connection, you getting hurt, me getting hurt, an inability for us to plan a future, for us to move forward with the future. I understand that you want to build something, and we could build something together, and that we could have a future. But I am dealing with the reality that's in my life right now. I don't know right now why it matters to me so much what other people are thinking or seeing me, but I feel like part of it is if people see me in a way that I want, I have the power and control. I feel helpless and out of control if people start to perceive me in a way that is different, because then that makes me feel like I've lost control. Like they're going to build up an identity about me within their mind, and this makes me feel very uncomfortable. So I get overwhelmed with that feeling, and then I get overwhelmed with knowing that I might not be moving forward with you, and if you get upset or if we're apart, I get overwhelmed with being detached from you in some way, because I know I've hurt you and I know that there's a deeper truth. So I keep getting pulled to you because I know there's healing I have to get past. But instead of facing this healing and dealing with this healing, I keep doing the same thing. I think my need for control is because I've experienced something in the past where I felt a loss of control and I got really hurt. And this hasn't only happened once. And I remember this pain. When someone builds an identity for me or believes me to be someone I'm not, and then suddenly everything spirals out of control, and I need to make sure that how I'm perceived by others, I fully understand, which sounds really unrealistic now that I say it out loud. And I could be doing this just because I have been hurt in the past, not realizing or connecting why I'm even doing it. And now I feel very lonely because deeper than that is where I feel love for you. So I guess I need to learn self-love. And I also need to recognize that if they're my family or friends, they should have an unconditional love for me. But I guess my own hurts and my own way of perceiving things unhealthily means I don't have a healthy idea of self-love. So I continuously choose to deal with this sort of more matrix 3D type energy, people in front of me, my situations in front of me, because I feel like I could control that better. And with you, it's like I don't have any control. I don't know where that's going to go. What if I suddenly surrender myself to you? Then you change your mind or something happens and you hurt me. So now I appear to be someone who isn't in control, who isn't strong. People around me will judge me. It's safer this way if I just don't take a chance. Continue to pretend in some way that this is me. But I'm slowly starting to connect that this isn't my truth, because we've had so many cycles that I'm finally seeing this doesn't make sense. I'm finally seeing that I'm not being honest, that I'm preventing myself from my desires, that I'm making more loneliness by continuously doing this. So I have to find a way that I don't know right now how to find, but I hope that you maintain close to me and that we don't lose our friendship, and that you continue to be compassionate towards me and my healing, because I got to find self-love in a healthy way, and I'm not quite sure how to do it. I get very overwhelmed. seems like every thought I have is overwhelming. If I choose you, I feel overwhelmed with the not knowing. And if I choose to stay in this situation, I feel lonely and I know I'm not being honest. So I have to identify why I need the control, why I feel I need the power, because that's what I'm hanging on to unhealthily. Okay, pile number 1. Wow, that was something else. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting to channel, but there was an energy in there. I'll have to watch it over and maybe I'll leave in the comments because I don't always remember when I'm channeling, but I got an energy in there that your person is at a point of recognition. It's not such subconscious energies now, meaning they can see where they might be lying. They can see what they're doing. It's not blinded to them what they're doing, but what they don't understand yet. And that's why we had the Queen and King of Swords in reverse, which is interesting because those are definitely counterparts here. So your person definitely sees you as their counterpart. I feel like this person isn't quite connecting their need for control and power and where that's stemming from so much, and that's what's driving them, and that they don't have control no matter what they feel they may, that other people are still going to have their perceptions, and that what other people perceive doesn't mean they have more control or less control, and it doesn't make them who they are. But once they understand self-love, then it doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm preaching to you guys, which you probably already know, unless you're the person who I just channeled, which could be the case. So there's more shadow work and reflecting to do here. And I feel like if you are in a no separation, because I do feel there was an ending or maybe multiple endings, but it's not over because 10 of Swords is in reverse. So I feel there's going to be a conversation here. We saw with the other card in the energy check here, I think it was, I don't know, it had email, text, conversing, that there is going to be a conversation here about maybe why things had ended, or, you know, a look here. But I feel like this person might get very overwhelmed if you come in a way that accuses or makes them feel like they've behaved in a way that is wrong. So yeah, like, I don't know, it's going to be a little bit difficult to have an open discussion. I feel like there needs to be an open discussion, but there needs to be a lot of compassion, and remove your feelings, your emotions from how this person made you feel. I feel like, and be a friend to this person to really listen to what they have to say if you want to have a deeper sort of understanding or connection here with this person. Because I feel like if you allow your own ego, which is how they hurt you and how this person didn't choose you and all the things that have happened, get in the way, I don't think it's going to help this situation. Because I feel like this person needs more compassion and needs, yes, I understand you've probably been dealing with this person for some time and you might have shown a lot of compassion, because I feel like you have been showing up, and you can do what you'd like. I'm not saying you have to be here for this person, but I'm saying if you open that door to the communication because you still want something here, then there needs to be an understanding coming from that person's point of view, not from what you can gain for yourself in this connection, even if it seems right. You know, if you want the best for this person, but you think you know what's best, then that's not what's best for this person. Only this person knows what's best for them. So there needs to be compassion, and there needs to be a true friend listening. If you can be impartial. If you can't, then I wouldn't suggest talking to this person until you're ready. But let's pull some charms just to give you a little bit more, and then we'll pull some music cards some lyrics, and then we will wrap up your reading. So what do we have? Well, what is this? This looks like a bullet. I don't know. This looks like a bullet. Could be significant. Not quite sure. Let's see what comes through with that in a bit. So we have a cross here, 2 crosses. So it could be somebody is keeping the faith alive in this connection. Maybe someone is religious here. Maybe you guys come from 2 different sort of cultural backgrounds, because we see here Jesus, which is, you know, Christian or Catholic, and you have here more of a, I guess, I don't know what sort of cross this is, but maybe someone's a little more spiritual, maybe someone's a little more religious here. But I do feel like this is talking about both of you guys still having faith, and that's what I felt in the connection. There's faith in coming together and resolving things, and here's the key. So, and it's a beautiful key. I do feel like there is more knowledge and information here that will come forward in communication that will allow things to progress, that will open the door to the answer here. Because I feel like there's still more information that hasn't been communicated. And once this is understood, I feel like there's going to be a sort of a flow to this connection that might be a little different than you've experienced in the past. Now, it's been taking quite some time, but the key is all about answers, solutions, finding a way to work together. So we have love and this mouse. The mouse, to me, I feel like could be someone who is running away. It could be skittish of love, running away from their true feelings. They might be not communicating, and, you know, they might show up, and then anything you do, they might run away because they might be called to deal with their heart. But the mouse gets very freaked out and might run and not know why, but it's an instinctual thing, right? And we have the bull, so this is reminding me of Taurus. So it could be Taurus energy here, but this is stubborn energy. So maybe both of you guys have been stubborn at some point, or maybe the stubbornness here is in keeping faith and finding a solution, which I feel both of you guys seem to be very fixated on finding a way to make things happen, which is beautiful. And look, luck's on your side with the 4-leaf clover. Yeah, I feel like something is about to shift. We saw the Wheel of Fortune as well. I do feel like there is information that might shift things for the better. And I feel like this connection I've read before, okay? I do feel like I've tapped into this energy before, that it's time. Luck as well. And I mean, you don't have to believe in luck so much, but the turning of the wheel, like circumstances are now kind of turning for the better, because I feel there's been a lot of low energy here, and there's only so much low energy that one can kind of take. Here we have the fish, which is giving me Christian again, just the fish, but this is abundance and wealth. So I feel like, yeah, the key is definitely going to open up abundance. We have the moon with Tinkerbell, or a little fairy. So moon represents subconscious and fears, and the fairy could certainly represent, you know, magical energy here. So I feel like the person I was channeling was definitely needing to reflect deeply on their subconscious and really go within and look at their fears, or why they're acting the way they're acting. Like, why are they running, or why do they instinctually act in a certain way? And I do feel like this person has been sitting with their fears. I feel they're still doing some reflecting here. And the fact we have the star, which is all about hopes and desires, and this fairy, which, like I said, is kind of this magical energy, I feel, and like almost like granting wishes in some way, or bringing health. Like, you know how a fairy brings health in video games, where you get the fairy and you're restored, or something here to be restored. I feel like there's something here that is, hope is being restored, or faith is being restored in some way, as long as this person continues to look in their subconscious and continues to reflect into their fears. I think there is progress, and there is more information that comes. And here we have the beautiful snowflake, and snowflake can definitely talk about purity in some way. And it could be once that world's that we saw in the energy check closes out the cycle, that this connection could be pure, you know, could start over in some sort of pure way. But I do feel like maybe this connection is something very, very unique for the both of you guys with this snowflake. You know, something very different that can't be reproduced very easily. I'm also getting, it's like this person fears any impurity that might be out of their control, which makes them run. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like if the snowflake isn't pure, or if there's any energy here that doesn't come in sort of a way that they perceive it to be, however they perceive pureness to be, for them to appear as though they have an understanding or control. If the snowflake came, let's say, in pink or something, which means it's not that it's not pure, but it's not what they expect, and they run. So it's like, as long as they understand or feel like they have some sort of understanding of perception and control, then they don't run. So I don't know. It's kind of, this person might have a lot of controlling things. So not quite sure if this is a bullet. I don't know. It has crossed swords or something, which is giving me 2 of swords. It's indecision. So maybe this person sits in an indecisive energy for so long that they need to pull the trigger here with the bullet and decide, which we were picking that up very strongly. Okay, so let's pull a song card and then we'll wrap up your reading. Pile number 1. So Spirit, can we get some lyrics here for pile 1 in regards to their connection? So these lyrics may or may not resonate for you, but you might want to listen to the song and maybe get a different sort of feeling based on the song itself, or the lyrics could mean something. So we have Usher, there goes my baby, there goes my baby, oh girl, look at you, you don't know how good it feels to call you my girl, there goes my baby, loving everything you do, oh girl, look at you. So this is giving me, this person is definitely wanting you around. This person obviously feels some sort of ownership over you, but I also feel like this person is not a doer here. What I get from this, okay, likes to maybe be around you, likes to see what you do, likes to stare at you and kind of perceive you, but I don't know, this doesn't sound like someone who's doing something. It just sounds like someone who likes to be around you and stares at you but won't do anything. Okay, but I do feel like this person feels maybe like they own you in some way, or like you're their girl in some way. Maybe girl, guy, whatever. It doesn't have to be girl energy, but whoever this runner person is here. So this is what I have for you guys, pile number 1. If you felt like this was more your energy than your person's, you might want to go check out another pile. It might resonate, maybe not, I don't know, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. You picked the Modern Witch Tarot, this deck right here. So let's get into your reading, and we're going to look at channeling your person and what do they want to say to you. So maybe you guys are in a period of no contact or separation and you haven't had a chance to talk to this person, or maybe this person just is a crappy communicator. Maybe they haven't had a chance to communicate to you how they feel because they're unable to find it within themselves. So before we look at your person and this connection and what this person would say to you, if they could say anything at all, we're going to do a quick energy check, all right? So that you know whether this is indeed your pile. So you could crisscross energies. If your person comes out in the energy check, you could be the person I'm channeling. Very common here. Sometimes I pick up multiple energies, which happen in pile 1. So I could be picking up both. Just crisscross whatever you need to. Don't make it fit. Keep in mind this is collective. And if you are hearing more yourself being channeled, then I think your person might be in a different pile. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now we will ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for pile number 2. How will pile 2 know that this is indeed the connection they came here about? Spirit, clear and concise for the greatest and highest good. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so, so much. So we will also pull some charms and song cards here for more further confirmation. How will pile 2 know that this is indeed their connection spirit? Clear and concise. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. Thank you so, so much. We have Knight of Wands. We have the World. We have the Fool. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And we'll pull some oracles as well. We have Hammer, Sabotage, Rebuilding, Integration, Repetitive, Persistent, and Working on it. Sorry guys, I don't want to be dinged with YouTube's rules. We have Deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, what are these? We have Grieve. I'm going to put that here, and then I'm pulling one of these. And then we'll begin. Sorry guys, sometimes it takes a bit for me to prepare. I realize that. It's just how it goes. And in this energy, I get focused on channeling as well. So sometimes it takes me a bit to get in the zone. All right, surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your body. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Okay, passion. Wands, all about passion here. I don't know if I'm covered there, but I don't want that there. Okay, so what do we have? Lots of passion. And like I said, crisscross energies if this doesn't sound like you. But I'm going to read this as your energy because it does feel like it is. So somebody's hit a wall here, okay? And I feel like somebody's being very, very, very honest with themselves. And looking at this, I feel like there's looking at this from a different point of view, this connection. And I think you're recognizing maybe where you've sorry, give me a second. Interesting energy, you guys, because again, this kind of happened with one. I felt one energy and then I felt another one overtaking the reading. So this could be your person now coming in. Very interesting. So do whatever you need to do to make things work. But there's an energy here of somebody cannot no longer continue what they were doing in this connection because it kept leading to regret. And I feel the regret here is in reviewing how they showed up in a very kind of more superficial way. So I feel like there's an energy of understanding this is a deep connection and there's a lot of passion. And maybe in the past, this energy I'm picking up here, how this person would deal with it is show up but not do anything deep, not be able to surrender to the depths of this connection. But I feel like this person could have very well been in and out, hot and cold, consistently doing maybe the same thing or consistently hitting the same wall. And the wall didn't allow there to be something solid to be built, something in a practical way to be worked upon. The energy I'm picking up here is somebody who can no longer be in and out and maintain just a sort of more of a blasé type energy. It's not really blasé, but like, you know, somebody who could come in and pretend as though that this connection was more surface, although there was a lot of passion. The energy I'm picking up is somebody who's asked themselves deeply, and I know the Page of Swords doesn't have to be deep, but I feel it takes a lot of deep reflection to get here to this Page of Swords is what I'm feeling. And this Page of Swords energy is new to this person because this person has hit an energy of they can't no more maintain some sort of in and out, hot and cold, non-committal, non-deepening type energy. So this person is putting an end to this, and they're really asking themselves, like, what do I want? Is this connection something that I could build upon? And I feel like this person is wanting to take a chance on this connection. I feel like this person is wanting to put an end to any sort of old energy that wasn't respecting what this connection could build, that wasn't engaged in a way that reflected what this connection meant to them all along. I feel like this person is now gaining better sort of idea about the difference in this connection that they could have made and what this connection could be. But I feel like this person has started to do this. I don't feel like they know all the answers, but I feel like the fact that this person is at this Page of Swords, I feel like this person is ready to embrace a deeper truth of this connection, that they have surrendered to what this connection is, and it was led by passion. That this person could have been very much only stuck in passion and desire, and maybe it was a physical connection with you. Maybe this person would come around and maybe repeat cycles with you, not commit or not engage in a way that would add to the practical building of this connection, but more so in a more passionate way. This person is no longer in that energy. This person's now kind of getting serious, I feel. And it could very well be because of a loss. And I don't know that the loss is this connection, or if the loss is something that's happened in their personal life, or if this person has asked themselves how they hurt you, or if this person just hit that wall because they came in once too many, maybe lying to themselves in some way or covering up in some sort of way that there was nothing deeper than just a physical connection, or that there was just passion here, that there's something deeper here that they're needing to surrender to. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. I feel like what this is talking to me is this person has experienced enough cycles of how they were showing up for them to recognize a need to surrender, how their old way of being was causing a lot of pain to themselves. And it could be that they reflect back on pain it's caused you in some way, but I feel like it's causing them pain. And maybe you're seeing this person as somebody who has been consistently doing this, so you're not really seeing the change. And I don't blame you, because I do feel like there's been something repetitive about this person being in this energy. But I feel like they've been consistent and persistent in something that's now cracked open, this new way of thinking. And I feel like this person is working on rebuilding something for themselves in a different way so that they're able to step forward and build something solid. I think this person's working on it, okay? Yeah, I feel like your person is working on it, and I feel there's a seriousness here. So I don't know what's hurt them. As my cat cries, but something's hurt them. And it could be their own action, their own reflection, their own question came back with an answer maybe they didn't like, which was seeing their repetitiveness that wasn't reflective of a deeper sort of connection to you and who they are. So I feel like this person is wanting to step forward here in a new way, and I do feel like it's something not just based on passion. I feel it's something based on something practical here, like something tangible, something they're able to offer, something they're able to do in some way for this connection to further it. Yeah, it's like now the intuition, there's space here now to hear the intuition. Look, this fool has headphones on or earbuds or whatever, is listening to something, and I feel this fool is now listening to their greater calling, their high priestess, their intuition, their knowing, their deep knowing now is kind of telling them like there's a need to take a chance. Like they've been enlightened with some information that they're now allowing themselves to risk it or move forward without knowing what they're stepping into here. It's like willing to embrace a journey. Whereas here, I feel like they put an end to an in and out energy, you know, someone who just would act and continuously repeat cycles, and it just became a burden. Their own behaviors might have became a burden here in some way. So what we're going to do is channel your person, because I feel as though I was communicating your person rather than how you are, but I don't know, like, is this the person I'm channeling, or am I going to channel the reverse person? Because I was doing an energy check for you, so we'll see who I channel, who comes through. And if I channel you instead of this person, oh geez, your person could be in a different pile, okay? But maybe that's all you needed to hear. Or maybe this is you, and you're ready to take a chance here, and you've been in an energy of not ready to commit in some way. So now you're ready. All right, so I don't know, only you know. Let's ask Spirit for pile number 2. What does pile 2's person, the person for pile number 2, the person on their mind, want to communicate to pile number 2? What do they want to tell them, if they could tell them anything at all? Spirit, clear and concise, and please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. All right, so you guys are going to see channeled cards, messages. Don't take each word literal. It's going to be me channeling, which is a little different. Channeling directly from your person. All right, and we'll pull those cards in a bit. But we'll put tarot down first. So we have the Chariot, the 8 of Cups, the Hierophant in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So let's put this here. And what do they want to say to pile 2? We have trust. We have individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. And we have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. All right, I'm going to put these cards kind of in the middle here. So Spirit, can we get channeled messages from pile number 2's person? What do they want to say to pile 2? I don't know where to start. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have, I can't stop thinking about you. We have, I am the man. It was in reverse, but okay. We'll pick up energy. I can't promise you anything. The passion is too much. Oh my goodness, you guys, we saw that in the energy check. So I feel like I'm channeling the person who was adopting that Fool energy. Painful memories. Okay. So if you're in my stomach gurgling. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. Just give me a second and then I'll start to channel. So things have been moving very slowly, and I understand that I haven't been the person maybe that you deserve or want to see, or who I truly am. I feel like there's a deep sense of trust that you have in me and that I have in you. And I feel like there is a deep sense of trust that you had in this connection, that there was something worth fighting for. I can see it. And I'm gaining the courage to step forward here. The thing is, I don't really know how to start because of everything that's happened. So I don't want to just come forward and be completely opposite of how I've been, because it just doesn't seem comfortable. I can see what you see now. I feel a sense of freedom. I feel excitement here. I know it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to keep things upright. I'm trying to figure out how to communicate to you this energy, because up until now I haven't been putting in energy, and up until now I haven't been dedicated to this connection in a way that I think could have supported it the way you potentially wanted or understood there to be more. There's a part of me that understands that when I take a chance here, that I might still fail, that I might still not be able to give you what you need. So I can't just say, okay, let's do this, and then what if I don't know how to do it? But I've definitely changed my mind about pretending like, or at least in the energy of telling myself that there wasn't something more here. I've had time to really look at what I wanted for myself. And as you know, I'm pretty honest with myself. I have always been honest with myself, but I didn't realize that how I was acting was from a place that was really disconnected from myself. It was very much instinctual, that there was something deeper going on within myself. And as I looked at that, I realized that a lot of this could have been led by my ego, that a lot of me not wanting to commit or value this connection in the way that it should be was because I let myself get in the way. I think I got in my own way of allowing things to flow in a way I feel like the things that I value for myself haven't really been able to deeply reflect that in my actions because I let myself get in the way. But when I feel like I'm removed from you, I can't stop thinking about you and how deep I feel for you. So I know there's something there, and I no longer want to pretend it's not there. But what I can see clearly now is that I kept getting in the way of something greater, some deeper understanding that we could have something more committed, something more deep. I just thought that I could keep this connection in the same way that other connections have gone, you know, that it wouldn't change me in a way that would impact me so much. But my feelings for you are very deep, and the passion became too much. And now I have to change the course of this. I have to understand what my values are. I have to really dig in deep here. So I don't even know what this looks like, to be honest, because I've never experienced this. All I know is what I've experienced in the past, and a lot of it didn't turn out good. So what if I manifest the same things I've manifested in the past? What if, despite what I want for us, what I manifest is more pain, more disappointment? So I can't promise you a lifetime of commitment, but I do trust that we're both wanting something in the future. I know that much is true. I can't let my painful experiences get in the way of me manifesting greatness here with you. But I think we need to go very slow, and I feel like this is something worth going slow over. I feel like this is something that is true. So I want to tell you this, but how do I begin? And what if all of a sudden you expect something that I'm unable to offer to you? I'm still who I am. I've just acknowledged and see that I was acting in a certain way that was a little bit removed from the true depth of who I am and what I want. So I have to address and keep my ego in check. It's not helping this connection. I see it now, but I don't see the answer as to what I'm supposed to be doing. I just know I feel differently. And I know this love is true. I feel it very deeply. And when you're away, I just keep coming back to the same thought that I can't stop thinking about you, that I want to do what's best for us in this connection and explore this. But how do you explore something when you don't know what to expect? The only thing I can do is step forward and let the chips fall where they may, which is more than what I've been able to do up until now. So it may be enough. But what if you want more? What if you want something I'm unable to give to you? I don't want to lose my identity. I don't want to lose what I've built for myself, my identity of what I connect to, because there is some truth in that, and it doesn't just unravel overnight. So if I am honest with you and I express this, you might ask me something I'm unable to answer. I don't want you to think I'm lying. I want to maintain your trust in me. So I'm thinking of letting you know, but I'm not sure how to do it, and that's where I'm at right now. Okay, pile number 2. Yeah, I guess I channeled the person who we were tapped into at the energy check there predominantly. I think you came in, and then this person kind of overtook that energy check, and you might have recognized that as your person. So we'll thank Spirit for you sticking around here to hear. But again, this could be your energy. I don't know. Only you know this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull some charms, and then we're going to pull some a song card here to give you more confirmation. It could be the lyrics or the song itself, but let's pull some charms. Okay, so we have a star. This is Aquarius energy. I was seeing stars in the oracle cards as well, which was giving me in that trust card. Both of you guys kind of have a vision of the future of what that looks like. And I feel like both of you guys desire to have something long-term with each other. Like you guys see each other as your long-term sort of goal. So there is a wish and a desire and a hope here to come together. I feel like this connection is also very, very healing. We have the anchor, and we were seeing the Hierophant in reverse. So I feel like there is a need to address where commitments are made, you know, where I guess you guys are anchored in this connection, and this person might have not have committed. They might have been very Knight of Wands, like we were seeing in the energy check, which is lacking some sort of stability, some sort of grounding and commitment. But with the individuality, this person might feel, you know, held back by commitment. This person might have felt restricted their movements if they commit. So I feel like there is a need to address how anchored you guys are to each other in a way that allows this person to keep some sort of independence. We have what looks like berries. Yeah, this looks like berries or grapes in some way. Could be abundance, could be significant for some of you guys. I'm not quite sure what this is going to signify. If it is grapes, maybe some of you guys are in a vineyard or like wine in some way with the grapes, but this is sensual. You guys like to feed each other grapes in some sort of sensual way. We have a fairy. Interesting, because pile 1 had a fairy as well. So fairies are magical, and what I was getting from pile 1 with fairy could be healing energy. You know, when you play a video game and you see the fairy usually gives you life or healing in some way. And with the star, that's definitely this feeling of healing, soothing energy. So this connection could definitely be very healing for the both of you guys. Yeah, here's the doctor's stethoscope. Healing. This is health. So I feel like there's something about taking care of each other in some way that brings healing. Yeah, feeding each other grapes. I don't know. I feel like there's like a sort of a healing type energy. Here we have the bull. This came out for 1 as well, so maybe there's connection. So could be Taurus, could be stubborn energies, a persistency maybe here in this connection to make things work or to hang on to things. Yeah, the bull is persistent. The bull could be stubborn though. We have this, which is just, I don't know. This kind of looks more like the berries again, but I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of flower. We have a heart. Heart energy. Healing again. Listening to the heart. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this person might have not have been so listening to their heart as much as they feel they are now, because I do feel the shift now is they're listening to their heart as to what they want for the long term, what they want to anchor themselves to. I feel like there is a need to really listen, and maybe they were shutting out their heart and actually like be persistent about building this for themselves. And they might have been very stubborn and fighting against it. Look, we have hearts that look like apples. So we had grapes, lots of fruit, which is abundance, but 2 hearts that look like apples. I don't know, fruit's coming up. Maybe you guys like I said, to give each other fruit, but the apple could be one apple is solid with a little bite out of it, and one apple is hollow. It's like someone's heart here might be hollow. And there's recognition by the other here because a piece of them is in this heart. So I feel like there's an understanding between both of you guys of each other, because both of you guys might sense that the other person kind of, like, one person understands what the other person's kind of going through, and the other person sees this person as someone who could bring them healing in some way, or fullness to their empty heart in some way. Interesting. Connected hearts. We have a ladder, so I do feel like this could be ascension, which is evolving ourselves to a greater version of ourselves. I feel like this person has ascended in some way to recognize that they want to step forward in full energy. So this is like a higher level of being that maybe this person has not been in, you know, in order to take this connection to a higher level. We have the purse, and the purse could definitely be how we're perceived by others, but I get from this the whole independence thing, and I feel like this person might not want to be stuck, you know. You might not want to be, like that saying, your balls in your wife's purse. Okay, I don't know if you've heard that saying. I don't know if I could say that, but that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like maybe this person wants a sense of freedom and not be weighed down by some commitments and lose their independence in some way. So there might be fear around this in some way. We have this spiritual hand. I forget the name of this. If you remember, you can put it in the comments, but this is spirituality. Okay, so I feel like this is a very spiritual connection, very healing. And with the ladder here, it's like your spirituality is ascending. Both of you guys are evolving to the greatest version of yourself. We have a shell, and it is a hollow shell. So the hollow heart. I feel like your person might have had an outer shell that was very difficult, very stubborn, very hard to pierce through. But inside, I feel like this person might have felt very hollow, might have felt like they were missing something. You know, and you came along and you look pretty solid here, although you have a little bite taken out of you, which I feel is this person kind of growing on you in some way. But I feel like the hollowness now is recognized that this person wasn't listening to their heart and the calling for what they actually want for themselves, for their future. There's a hope now and a desire. I feel like you're a hope, you're a guiding sort of desire for this person to ascend for themselves, to see where this connection goes, despite their hanging on to independence and a sense of freedom. I feel like this person wants to explore their heart space. So it's a beautiful energy. Pile number 2. I hope this resonated for you guys. I'm going to, before I wrap up, and I almost forgot, pull a song card with lyrics. So if the lyrics don't resonate, could be listening to the song might bring in some sort of emotions for you. So feel free to check out the lyrics on Google or search the song on YouTube and see what you get. But we're going to ask Spirit for a song here for pile 2. It's going to bring more sort of clarity. So like I said, you might want to search up the full lyrics. Oh my goodness, we have 50 cents. I almost said cents. 50 cent, 21 questions. Do you trust me enough to tell me your dreams? I'm staring at you, trying to figure out how you got in them jeans. If I was down, would you say things to make me smile? I treat you how you want to be treated. Just teach me how. If I was with some other chick and someone happened to see, and when you asked me about it, I said it wasn't me, would you believe me or up and leave me? How deep is our bond if that's all it takes for you to be gone? We only humans, girl, we make mistakes. To make it up, I do whatever it take. I love you like a fat kid love cake. You know my style, I say anything to make you smile. So this person might have a fear of commitment because they might have some sort of, again, play your energy with that Knight of Wands. Now, it may not necessarily be other people, but if this person wants to wander yonder, wherever they wander yonder, and they feel like you would up and leave them for being who they are as an individual, this could be very hurtful. So I feel this person might want to understand and lean in on a feeling of knowing they could trust you, being themselves completely without judgment. And it might be something they do here that might have ended lots of other connections in some way. So read this, the lyrics, if it resonates. Again, like I said, does not necessarily have to be another person that this person might want to sort of explore, or other people, but this person does seem like a very free soul. And if that's what they want to do, I feel this person might have a hard time letting go of this sort of thing and not want to be kind of pursed up. Okay, so I hope this resonated for you guys. And if this sounded more like your energy than your person's in the channel, you might want to go check out another pile. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 3. You picked the After Tarot, and I can't wait to get into your reading because we're going to be channeling your person. What do they want to say to you? So maybe you guys are in a period of no contact, so this person can't communicate to you, or just can't communicate because they don't know how. They're stuck. They're not able to say what they want to say. So we'll look at that. I'll channel your person directly, but before we get into that, I'm going to look at your person, or sorry, your energy. Okay, so your energy, or at least how will you know that this is your pile? So we'll ask Spirit for confirmation here, an energy check, that you know that indeed this is your pile. And then if this sounds more like your person and then your energies in the channeling, then you might want to go check out another pile, which happens here frequently. So if I channel you, then you know your person might be elsewhere. All right, so clear and concise message here, Spirit, for the greatest and highest good. Pile number 3 and their connection. How will they know this is indeed their pile? Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so much. So I don't know if I asked, but Spirit, please protect me as I channel this message and protect pile number 3. Thank you so much. Energy check for pile 3. How will they know this is indeed their connection or their person? So we have the King of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Interesting. We have the Strength card. We have the Ace of Swords, lots of swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Judgment. And bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. We'll also pull some charms and song cards I forgot to mention. So stay tuned till the end after the channeling for further confirmation if you'd like. So we have not enough, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. And we have abundance. 7 cups overflowing in that image. I'm going to pull one of these. We have allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. To what's needed can come next. Sorry. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. And one of these, and then we will get into your energy, or the energy check for you. See if this is your connection. Surrender your attachment to results. Interesting, this came out for 1. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay. What does this mean? Well, let's take a look. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Leo could be significant in your birth chart or your person's. So I feel like you guys are at a pivotal point in this connection. And it's interesting because both piles I read earlier, I felt a mixture of energy. I'd start channeling one or reading one person, and then another energy came in. I kind of feel two energies here. So you and your person are quite energetically connected in some way. And you guys might definitely feel as though you guys complement each other. Like your person feels like you're a good fit. You feel like your person would be a good fit. I feel like you guys mentally challenge each other in some way. Like you guys have some pretty deep intellectual conversations of understanding. It doesn't have to be communication so much as it is on a understanding energetic level of depth of mind. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Energetically, I think you guys kind of have the same mental signature of understanding. Although I don't know that you guys have been all communicating to each other, because I feel like there's a lack of clarity. And I feel like the lack of clarity has brought one person, so now I'm picking up two energies, so I don't know who I'm going to channel, but I feel like one person here might feel like the lack of clarity is the biggest problem here in things moving forward. And so they've been trying to find it within themselves to be honest and take an honest look that maybe someone here, the other person, is not enough for them because they're not being clear. So this person might be, again, I don't know if this is you, but I'm just reading the two energies, okay? You decide who's who, but somebody here says, because of the lack of clarity that I have in this connection, and I can see some sort of truth, and my person is not wanting to be truthful so much, or at least communicate in something that we both understand, and nothing is moving, I have to find the courage within myself to lay a boundary. And if that means I have to be mean, then, I mean, I don't want to, but what do? I have to accept some sort of truth here. And I feel like my person is self-sabotaging, and I feel like things haven't moved forward in the direction that I want. And so I'm frustrated. And I know that there could be something more here that brings abundance, and that there could be joy and happiness. And I feel this is the truth, and it'll bring some freedom. And at some point I feel, and I'm channeling whoever this is, but this isn't the channeling part, but I feel like I'm channeling some energy here, someone who's frustrated. And at some point, I felt like this person would offer or see clearly and offer truth, and then explore this connection for what it's worth. That out of the confusion and out of pain, that the truth would prevail. And so I maintained my energy of wanting to stay attached to this connection in some way, in a healthy way, without totally expecting some sort of outcome, because I've been disappointed time and time again. So how much do I hang on, and how much do I let go? What do I need to do in order for things to move? I have to be honest with myself and recognize where this connection is at, so that there could be change and movement, at least for myself. So I have to find the courage to put an end to this connection if there is no clarity. I want clarity. How do I find clarity? Have I communicated enough? Am I more hung up on a result of what I want? Or is there something further here that I need to do to make things work with this person? And why are they stuck and moving so slow? Do they not see how much abundance we can have? Do they not intuitively know? Because I know that this person connects with me on a very deep level, that they would understand this. Should I just allow things to be, but then sabotage myself in some way by not putting a boundary and getting what I deserve for myself? I've tried allowing things to be, and I got hurt. Do I got to continue getting hurt? This person could have very well been self-sabotaging themselves, but why am I partaking? Is this person doing any work on themselves? Do they just lack confidence? Do I need to trust that things will move? Is this person even enough, or am I just telling myself that there's something more here than what this person is capable or able of doing? I just want to deal with truth, and I don't feel like this person is being completely honest. And even when they communicate, it feels like they're holding back something that they know. Ideally, I'd want to be happy with this person, but now I just want things to be moving forward so I can be either free or see what the truth is. But I feel stuck. And I know that the key is in my hand to make a decision to move forward or to remain in this. But I don't know. But I'm going to find the truth. So I need to communicate something to this person. And if that means us parting ways for me to explore something else, then I guess that's where I need to find the courage. So right now I need to build the courage to take that step forward, to have this conversation. And find it within myself. I don't want to leave this person. But I have to look at truths here. And maybe there is something better for me when I move forward. How do I do this? Because I know intuitively that I can find abundance and happiness. But I don't want to find that outside of this person. But it seems like sometimes I have no choice. And how this person is showing up is not enough. They're not communicating enough. They're not honoring truth enough. They're self-sabotaging. Do I still have an ego? Am I still attached to this person being in a certain way? I don't know. Wow. Okay, well, I think I just channeled your energy. That wasn't expected, and I wasn't expecting to channel, but that's the energy that came through. I was feeling two energies, but mostly the one I channeled was predominant, and that could be your thoughts. I feel like you're going through some embracing of truth, having to really look at the crux of what's going on here. Although there is, yeah, like I said, in that channeling. Okay, now I don't always remember when I channel what I say, so I'm not quite sure what I said, so I don't want to repeat myself, but whatever I said, if you resonate with that being your energy or maybe your person, then let's take a look at the channeling of the flip person. Unless we get more channeling of this, I don't know what I'm going to see, but I'm asking spirits for us to channel your person and what they want to say to you. Okay, so sounded kind of challenging here, like you're not but you are seeing something differently. You are embracing some sort of truth, and whatever sort of results you wanted to see here, I feel like you might have detached or given up that you're going to get the results, but at the same time it's like you're still in some situation that is not ideal for you, and I don't feel this person is helping or doing anything. Maybe that's how you feel. All right, so pile number 3. Let's take a look at channeling your person. There's a lot of channeling, but let's ask Spirit for pile number 3. Spirit, can we get what does pile number 3's person, the flip person, wants to communicate? If they could say anything at all to pile number 3, what do they want to say to pile number 3? What would they say? What do they want to say? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Spirit, please assist me in channeling this message, and please protect me and the viewer as I channel and deliver this message. Thank you so much. What does their person want to say? We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 7 of Swords. Is the sabotage coming out again? King of Cups. Wowzers. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse. Oh boy. Alrighty. And Death been falling kind of in a weird way. We'll put it in the reverse, although, like I say, I don't get hung up on uprights and reverses. I read energy predominantly. 10 of Pentacles. So let's just pull energy right now. Spirit, what does pile number 3's person wants to say to them? I will pull Love Oracle messages on a card. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, and hoovering. From these Lover Oracle cards. Now, it's words on a card, which is not generally how I channel. So I'm going to take these cards and read the energy that comes with them. So do not take what the words say literal. It's more the energy behind it that's going to have more meaning. All right, so we have sexual desire. We have, they have hurt me. I'm not sure I want that like that. Okay. They have hurt me. And I need to figure myself out. Do feel I need more of these. No one understands me but you. One more. These feelings are eating me alive. Oracles. Oopsie. Spirit. Okay, one of these. Oh, we got 2. Surrender to spirit. Interesting. Once you've done everything you can do to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. And one of these as well. Last oracle card before I channel. Hopefully you can find some space here. I'll put talking over here maybe so you can still see. We have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Did I read this? Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Okay. So, I don't know that I like how this feels. Sorry guys, I gotta get acquainted here with what I'm feeling. Okay, so I think I'm going to be channeling the same person. That's what I feel, but we'll see. Yeah, this might be the same energy I was just channeling, and this could be your energy, and maybe there's more here for you to hear. So your person could certainly be elsewhere. Okay, so let me begin. I feel like there's something here that can never go back. I feel like the only answer here was to call things quits in some way, but what I really wanted to call quits was the end of suffering in this connection. I feel like you never took a chance. I feel like you never allowed me the opportunity here to have something with you. And I could see that you were being a little bit selfish in a way by not acknowledging how much you've hurt me. But I realize and recognize that you can't be accountable for my own feelings, because I know that I've hurt myself in allowing myself to get hurt in this connection, that I have the power to do what needs to be done in order to find happiness for myself. But I couldn't find it within myself to move away from you, because I feel a lot of love, and I feel like I could feel your love energetically, but I feel like you haven't really showed me or expressed to me. I feel pulled to you. I want to be with you. I feel a deep desire to share with you on every level: physical, emotional, spiritual. I feel like the more I'm tied to you and seeing in you, I find out more about myself. And it surprises me, because at certain times I would see something in you that I didn't like, because it wasn't allowing us to be happy together. But then I'd find something in myself that I didn't really like. So I'm learning about myself. I feel like a long-term commitment is what's important to me, that I don't just want a fleeting connection that's all about sex or all about something surface, that I want something deep, but that will sustain for a while, that goes beyond just a feeling and a spiritual connection, a well-rounded situation that I can count on in some way. Because let's face it, after all, we're in this world, so we have to make do with this world. But I feel let down, although I know you're there and you haven't really done anything that I should be very upset about, because I'm wanting more stability. Right now, I feel like if I was to move forward and focus on my own future, that something pulls me back to you, because I don't feel like I can connect with someone on the same level as you. All around, I just feel like there's an understanding you have of me. But I think Spirit is pointing me more and more towards empowering myself, because you've hurt me. More and more that this is a journey about me and how I can get the control I want over my own life in order to find my own future stability here in this world, despite our strong feelings and my intuition and my desires and my hopes. But I know one thing, that I can't stay here in this energy, because it doesn't serve me, and it's making me feel like I have to do something. So if I find the courage to do what it takes, I have a feeling you're going to find the courage to do what it takes. I just want to be able to communicate with you openly and honestly. Maybe I should just talk to you and tell you how I'm feeling again, but I feel like this doesn't amount to much. I feel like you understand me, but there's nothing you're able to do to help me. I know I'm not where I need to be for myself. And I know this is a journey about me figuring out who I am and what I need to do. And there's still things I need to release. And one of these things is just letting things be. Just allowing you to feel how you feel. Do what you need to do. Welcome your friendship in some way without getting too attached. Trusting that Spirit has the best plan for me. So I want to move forward. And the only way I can do this is to acknowledge certain things about myself honestly, and certain things about how you've showed up that have hurt me that I cannot just pretend I'm over, but look at why they hurt me and be honest with maybe it's a part of myself that is allowing your behavior to hurt me, that has allowed you to impact me the way you've impacted me, and that your inability to express yourself in a way, even though I know you have feelings for me, isn't a reflection of who I am, and that you cannot do this work for me, and that I need to release anything that's unhealthy within me first before I can make decisions that are for my future. So I don't want to do anything rash, but I feel like I can't stay stuck here. I want to talk to you. I want to make amends. I want to be on the same page. But it seems like the more I try to logically communicate or make sense in this, the more pain. And every time I try to distance myself or end things here, I feel like I can't quite pull away. It never quite seems over. And we keep experiencing heartbreak and pain. So I try to embrace the truth as best I can. And I just keep experiencing pain. And I know Spirit is guiding me. I do trust it. But I also feel like how much more pain and how much more of this situation do I need to explore before I've understood something differently so I can move forward. Do you want to have a future with me? Do you want to chance it? Why haven't you communicated anything to me about this? I feel like I have desires here that I've had for a long time that are important to me, that make me feel whole, make me feel wanted, an understanding that I've carried with me as a child of what I want to build for myself for the future. And I feel like you understand, but I don't know if you can do anything here, because you certainly haven't communicated or moved forward. But I just keep feeling your energy is love. And I feel like on a deep soul level, you do see me, you do understand me, you do know what I want. And I also feel like there's something you want, but you're not really communicating to me what this is or how we can get there. So I'm going to have to release and give up to God and know that if I do what's best for me, that you'll do what's best for you. And that is what I'm working towards. So when I talk to you next, I hope we can have an honest communication without self-sabotage or trying to look out for what's best for us, despite our pains, our inner child wounds, because I'm just tired of the pain. Okay, pile number 3. Wow. I was feeling both your energy, but I stuck to channeling one, which I feel was your energy here. The other energy I could feel coming in and out. Someone who doesn't feel very strong or proud of where they're at in this connection, and they're definitely mirroring you in some way, because I feel like this person is trying to surrender something as well. What they're surrendering, I'm not quite sure, but maybe more surrendering to allowing spirit to guide this connection in some way. I feel like both of you guys might be feeling intensely for each other. Although I think in a practical way, you know, things aren't manifesting in the physical way, the way you guys are wanting for now. But what we're going to do is pull some charms, and then we'll pull a music card here with lyrics for further confirmation for you guys. Beautiful pile 3. I'll do a little bit more. Okay. Oh, wow. So we have a beautiful crucifix. Might be significant. Just give me a minute. Okay. I feel like there's definitely a trust in spirit here and a faith in this connection. And one of you guys might certainly be religious, Christian or Catholic, with the cross here. Beautiful faith. Here's another one. So maybe one of you guys is more religious. One of you guys might be more spiritual. I don't know. 2 different crosses. Maybe you guys don't come from the same traditional upbringing when it comes to your religion, maybe, or maybe you have different beliefs in some way. I don't know that gets in the way so much, but I feel this is more the faith in each other, this connection, or the faith in spirit, faith in God. I feel here. This came out in pile number 1, 2 crosses, although this one's beautiful. So we have a knife here. This could be the Ace of Swords, the truth, okay? But what I feel, it kind of looks like a butter knife. I feel like someone's spread thin in some way is what I feel. I feel like, yeah, someone's spread thin emotionally, energetically. And maybe someone felt backstabbed in some way at some point. We did see the 10 of Swords. Hurt by the other. I need to cut through the illusion in some way. We have a mushroom. So mushrooms could be significant. Maybe one of you guys like psychedelic mushrooms. Mushrooms are all about interconnectedness on some level here. Maybe you guys can telepathically communicate energetically as well with one another, which I was sensing a very deep level here with the mushroom. Also, this might be a poisonous mushroom, so maybe somebody feels like this connection could be toxic in some way, or like it has been maybe hurtful and toxic, or could cause a lot of pain if not careful, or too much of it might cause toxicity. We have the elephant that says buona sorte, which means good luck. Elephant with its trunk up is about good luck. Elephants are also about memory, so maybe there's a need to allow oneself to release any sort of memories of past situations, or even in this connection that might be not allowing things to progress. It's like we hang on to a pain, or we hang on to an experience that didn't feel good, and then it limits us. But I feel like with buona sorte, meaning good luck, like in order for there to be a turn of luck or a turn of things working out, there might need to be a release of memories that might be restricting. Here we have the Tree of Life, which is all about health, family, we saw the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term stability. So the Tree of Life, I feel like long-term stability is something very important to one of you guys here, if not both of you guys. Family certainly important. Maybe building a family, a structure that's solid. Belief. Now, I just heard Spirit say this is autumn time, so I feel like, well, at least in the northern hemisphere here, and we're going into our fall season or autumn where the leaves are falling, so things are changing. So I feel like there is a change here in the fall. You know, I've gathered all these things here from the park, all the beautiful leaves falling. There might be a need to walk in nature, but I feel like there is a shift, a change. I think things that no longer serve, maybe memories of things that are toxic or things that aren't working, are falling away in some way in order to allow there to be faith restored. This is the hobo looking guy with his stick. It's the Fool, taking a chance, risking it, not knowing where they're going. Maybe someone feels a little lost, but I'm getting more needing to take a risk, needing to explore, and maybe leaving security or something behind in order to explore something deeper. Because with this shell that is hollow, I feel like there's something missing in the core of, well, this connection, but somebody here who might have been very guarded and very tough to pierce through is hollow on the inside, missing something here that maybe they're in search of. Maybe they're needing to find the core of something here in order to have a healthy perception of what a future stability looks like. Oh, we have the fairy coming out. Fairies came out in all three piles. Fairies are magical. Fairies can also talk about walking through the forest in some way, because fairies live in the forest, so you might want to go walking in the forest. But I feel like this is bringing health, because the fairies, generally in video games, they give you full health. The tree's all about health. Like there's something here about healing, about coming to full health. And I was feeling like this, like the first thing I said was hobo. So I feel like, and no offense, I don't know who's a hobo or what's going on, but I feel like somebody doesn't feel full and complete. Someone might feel lacking something. Maybe they feel like they are trying to find their home. Maybe there's more healing needed to be done with this person. And we have this, which I think is Brazil. I think. So Brazil might be significant to some of you guys. And Brazilians speak Portuguese. That might be something significant. We have a lot of green, which is heart chakra, and blue, which is throat chakra. So it's communicating how we feel. Yellow, which is our solar plexus, the confidence to communicate how we're feeling in our heart space. It's also a necklace pendant. So necklace pendant could be significant. We have an owl. Owls are all about wisdom, but it's the knowledge we get and then the wisdom we gain from that knowledge, from experience. So maybe we've learned some stuff and remember some stuff, and we need to use what we know as wisdom rather than hanging on to things that don't allow us to move forward, because the owl is very wise and can understand things on a level to intuitively integrate it into how to proceed in a very intelligent way. Also, I just heard who, which owl obviously says who, but I think someone's figuring out who they are, who they truly are. Are they how they appear? And maybe someone feels kind of like they're floating around in some way. So it's like, who am I on the inside? And then we have this bee. I think it's a bee, a cartoon bee of sorts. I don't know. It looks like a bumblebee. Maybe not. Some sort of bug. I don't know what this is. It looks like a bug, but maybe you guys can intuit whatever is coming to you from this bug. So let's pull some a lyric card for you. It could be something that you need to hear in order to gain further clarity, a song, or just look up the lyrics and see if there's anything that resonates. All right, so we have Usher, Nice and Slow. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top cruise in the streets. Oh yeah, I got real pretty little thing that's waiting for me. I pull up anticipating good love. Don't keep me waiting. I got plans to put my hands in places I never seen, girl. You know what I mean. Wow, lots of passion. I feel there's passion on both sides. Maybe your person wants to, and look at the title, Nice and Slow. So we were seeing Knight of Pentacles, very slow. I think we were seeing Knight of Pentacles. I don't know. I might be mixing my readings, but I feel like things have been moving fairly slow. Maybe this person wants to go slow, but I feel like there is desire and passion here in a physical way, and maybe there's a need to go a little deeper here, but lots of faith. I hope this resonated for you guys. It's a little different than how I laid out the other two, but I hope there was something in there worthwhile. If that was more channeling you and you want to hear more about your person, they could be in another pile, okay? So go check that out, only if you're called to do that. And don't forget to like this video. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4. We made it. Shuffle Tarot, Collection A. So love the Shuffle Tarot because there's always layered messages. So we will be channeling your person directly. Like, what do they want to say to you? So maybe you're in a period of no contact, separation. This person hasn't been able to communicate to you, or they just aren't able to express themselves in a healthy way. Maybe they're keeping something from you. What do they want to say to you exactly? So if they could say anything at all. Before we get into your person channeling, because I'll be channeling them directly, we're going to look at your energy, or the energy of the connection, so that you know that indeed this is your pile. Okay, so we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 4. How will pile 4 know indeed that this is their pile? Now, as usual, energies could be crisscrossed. They could be tapping into your person's energy check and channeling you in the back end. If that's the case, your person could be elsewhere. Crisscross as you see fit. And also sometimes I get multiple energies coming through, so you'll have to differentiate which one's you, which one's them, and only take what resonates. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, for this message. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. I am so blessed. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy. I am truly blessed. Thank you so much. All right, so how will pile 4 know that this is the connection they came here about, Spirit? Clear and concise for pile 4. Thank you so much. We have Strength. Look at this card. Wow, okay. We have the Lovers in reverse. So we have Leo and we have Gemini. Could be prominent in your chart or your person's. We're also seeing the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. We have the King of Wands in reverse. That is fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the Devil coming out as the Hierophant in this Shuffle Tarot. So Hierophant is Taurus energy, but we are seeing more Capricorn with the Devil. We have the Emperor, Aries energy, represented by the Fool. Wow. 4 major arcana. Let's see. The King of Cups in reverse. 2 kings. King of Wands, King of Cups in reverse. Squirrel of Swords. That's specific to this deck. This means valor. This means looking on a situation in awe of sorts. So let's see. We'll pull some of these. Healing. How will pile 4 know that this is indeed their connection? King of Cups is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. I'll pull one of these. Ooh, well, I'll take the one that revealed itself to me. It is surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people, right beside the devil. Okay, and one of these. We have receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Beautiful. Okay, so some of you guys might be resonating with same sex, okay? That's not for all of you guys, but I think some of you guys. I am feeling 2 masculines, so you could just be encompassing your masculine energy and your person as well, but only take what resonates. But I am feeling same sex for some of you guys. So let's see whose energy I'm tapped into here. Okay, so the energy I'm picking up here, again, crisscross, if how you see fit, but I feel like maybe you're doing something here that you're not really wanting to do, but you're doing it anyhow. But it causes pain, and you're finding it very difficult to detach. Because part of this connection you might feel is not good for you, or at least what you feel is not good for you is certain aspects of this connection. Okay? Certain aspects of this connection is not good, and it could be maybe your person is unhealthy, or you know they're unhealthy, or maybe you're unhealthy in some way. I feel like it's more your person, or how I'm channeling. Someone here is not healthy, meaning they're attached to things that don't serve their greatest purpose. It could be anything: sex, other relationships, karmic things, situations, too much of anything. Even if we're working too much, it's unhealthy. So there's something here about being unhealthy. So it's like both people are suffering because one person is unable to find strength within themselves. So the other person, I feel, is helping, or thinks they're helping, but they know intuitively maybe they shouldn't. They're enabling, or maybe the way they think they're helping hasn't helped. So now I'm picking up 2 energies, but I feel like the situation is causing pain to both. One might feel like they're in more pain than the other because it might be some sort of victim mentality in some way, or at least they're not seeing it through clear eyes, because maybe there's substances. Okay, there could be substances, or there could just be an unhealthy thing that's going on that doesn't allow someone to see a truth. And I feel like somebody genuinely, I feel both people are genuine, but I feel like someone genuinely wants the best to help the other person, and they might be enabling without knowing, and the other person might feel as though they're a victim in some way. This is a heavy one, you guys. So I feel like, I don't know if this is your energy. I'm kind of taking it as it is. The person who feels they're helping, that might be enabling, and seeing one person causing harm to the other, or whatever, like, is now creating some toxic situation. It could be a codependency now, you know, and the codependency is on both sides here, no matter if someone thinks they're doing what's best for the other person or doing something. So I feel like the person who was trying to help but might have been enabling, or the person who was trying to, I don't know, like help the other person, I think, in some way, or do something. I feel like this person is now looking at, how can I be empowered to step forward away from this connection, but it has me so enthralled, and I feel like I'm committed to this person in some way, or I have a commitment to this person because I feel very deeply tied to this person, but it's unhealthy. So there's a need to build up some sort of strength and courage to move forward, So I think there's a hope, but this other person might be a very close friend, or this other person might be somebody who you feel you don't want to abandon. And I feel like one person is not very expressive of their emotions and is causing issues in this connection and not sure how to move forward. Both you guys cannot move forward until there's a true discussion about what the future looks like, or what both of you guys can offer here. And I feel like one person might be questioning whether one person is acting out of a place of love or deep love, or if they're just maybe pursuing them in sort of more of a passionate way, but more like a codependency of getting what they want. So they're questioning the love of the other person. So I feel like there's healing that's happening, but it is slow because both energies are really enthralled in one another. So in order to really flourish in the healing department, there almost needs to be a separation of sorts, but I don't know that these two people are separated. I feel these people are very connected in a codependent type way, and they might feel like one when they're together. And I feel like the energy that is thinking they're doing good, but they're really kind of maybe enabling the victim mentality of sorts, or enabling the unhealthiness of the other person. I feel like this person feels really connected in a friend type way, like they would do anything for this person. So it makes it very difficult for them to just accept the truth here. There's also feeling bad. I feel like one person is going to be key to releasing this connection in order for there to be further healing for both parties, in order for both parties to really go through a period of deeper cleansing and healing, in order for things to get a better understanding, to gain more substance, so that each person can feel more one and complete, in order for there to be expansion in this connection. But right now, I think it's really enthralled, and I think both parties are not healthy because of how they're showing up in some way. 9 of Swords, which depicts the 9 of Wands scene. So 9 of Swords is all about that mental anxiety, dark night of the soul, not being able to eat or sleep and constantly being in her mind about something. But also I feel fear here. How do I move forward? Fear of, how do I embrace a truth, but also do what I'm supposed to do? So I do nothing, or I continue to stay guarded, or I will be in the same energy until I die, what I just heard. So I feel like somebody is really needing to empower themselves, because I feel they know the truth. I think this might be you. But anyway, I feel somebody knows the truth. Somebody knows maybe what they need to do, and they have a lot of anxiety about having to act in truth, having to do something here that might put an end to this connection. But I feel like the end of this connection will only result in the beginning of healing, the beginning of the truth of what's supposed to happen. There needs to be a release here of this connection and how it is right now. Because how it is right now is not abundant. How it is right now is lots of pain. How it is right now is codependencies and unhealthiness. And so it can't move forward, and it can't be anything more and deeper, because one person's enabling this to continue and the other person doesn't see past that until things change. So one person's going to have to liberate themselves and allow this thing to end in some way, and trust that maybe an ending doesn't necessarily mean an ending forever. 8 of Cups. They're walking away. I feel like there's been lots of attempts to make something good, make something cohesive, lots of pain with the broken cup to self. I feel like, yeah, there's been a lot of pain to self in the attempt to make things good. Also, it's like pain in self. So now it's like walking away is going to cause pain. This person suffered pain in staying, trying to make something, trying to manifest something that's still not exactly what it is that's supposed to be manifested, putting in the energy. So this person continues to put in energy, even if they're not actively maybe putting in the same sort of energy, they're still actively connected energetically and not calling it quits, not throwing in the towel, not putting an end here because of their attachment. And maybe they feel really bad for this person in some way, or they see something in this person that touches them very deeply. Two of Cups, depicted by the Two of Pentacles. I need to choose which way, but it's very turbulent to make a decision in order for there to be a balance, give and take. Because right now, one person is really unable to give to the situation and somebody has an empty cup. I feel the empty cup is you. I feel like you're in anxiety about making a decision to call it quits in order for things to shift, but yet there you stand. I feel like you're standing waiting. And maybe you're not totally putting in the full energy you used to because you got hurt, but it's like you're still energetically waiting for something, which causes more pain. And it's the same pain. It's not less pain because you're not putting the energy. It's like the same pain because you're standing there being abandoned, being let down, watching this person maybe do something that's not healthy or toxic, not choosing the connection. Okay, so if this sounds like your connection in some way, I don't know who I'm going to channel. It could be the person who is sort of stuck in some way. Well, both people are kind of stuck, but it could be the person who is a little more, I say clued out, because I think they're not really recognizing what they're doing to the other person in some way. And I think one person sees both and is choosing to inflict pain on themselves. And you might say it's not choice, but when we remain in painful situations, we're doing so by choice. So it's like, how do we find freedom, right? So let's look. Let's see. What does pile number 4's person want to communicate? What do they want to communicate to pile 4 if they could say anything at all from the greatest self, if they weren't to hold themselves back? What do they want to communicate to pile 4, Spirit? Pile 4's person. What do they want to communicate? Please help me channel this. Now, I will be using the Lover Oracle cards, which is words on cards. So don't take every word at face value. It's more of what I'm channeling, because I will be channeling directly the energy and what this person wants to say as your person, okay? So, like I said, those words could certainly just be words on a card that I'm getting energy from. King of Wands reverse again. 4 of Wands. That's my 1111 card, which could confirm twin flame. For some of you guys who are possibly on the journey, we have the Sun in reverse. That's more Leo. So we have Aries, Sagittarius, and heavy Leo coming through this round. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the World with the Justice, Libra. The Emperor here, more Aries. And we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is depicted in the 10 of Swords, seen in reverse. And then at the bottom, we have the 10 of Wands. 10s being significant. That's more endings. I should say more endings. That's about an ending. So let's pull these Lover Oracle cards before I start to channel. And we'll pull some more oracles to get an overall feeling. Spirit, clear and concise. What message does pile 4's person want to communicate to pile 4? I'm afraid to lose you. They have hurt me. I need to figure myself out. Well, lots of these came out for... I need to hold back my true feelings for you. We were seeing that with the King of Cups in reverse. Like I said, someone is holding back. I do feel one more. We have, you are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. Wow. Okay. Someone's in a lot of pain, so I could see why one person was having a very difficult time detaching. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Anxiety, that was that 9 of Swords we were seeing coming out now in the oracles. All those hands and the handcuffs kind of gives me that devil energy. We have 2 keys. The key is there to break free from chains. Right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. I am feeling one more of these as well. We have surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Wow, that is complete. Okay, love. I'll put that over here. Let's adjust these so I can get a good feel. Okay. Let's see who I'm channeling here. I'm channeling not the person I feel who was I don't know yet. We'll see. Feel both your energies here. Very strong. Okay, I'm just going to start channeling and you'll figure out who I'm channeling. So, I haven't been able to give to you what I feel like you want and what I want. You've been very clear and honest with me. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm scared to do anything different than what I'm doing, but I'm scared to do what I continue to do. If I change something, I'm scared. Because I don't know what to do. I love you. I know that much is true. But the fear I have is so much greater. My unhealthiness to doing what I continuously have been doing seems to override me. I'm going to continuously hang on to you, and it makes you really unhappy. You will not find abundance in me. You will not find what you need in me. You should go. And I don't want to tell you that. I could see the kindness and why you stay. But I can never be fair to you, and I can never bring you justice. I can never give to you in a way you give to me if we continue like this. I need to end unhealthy cycles, and it's not just how I show up here, it's every part of myself. There's so much I need to resolve, and you're actually a distraction to me. And so I'd rather just deal with what is going on at the moment, which makes me feel good in the moment. But I feel like I need to tell you this. I need to tell you to focus on yourself. in that moment. And if it doesn't feel good or right, do what's best for you in each moment, because you're hanging on to a future idea of what I could be, and I cannot get there. I'm unable to get there. And so you keep getting disappointed. I could see that. And then I feel more pain, and I inflict more pain upon me. I know you love me, and I love you too. And I know that although it is a deep, unconditional love for each other in some way, we cannot say it is unconditional because I'm choosing something else. But I feel like I have no control. It has control over me. So when you choose me, despite how I'm showing up, I want to repay this, but I cannot. So it makes me feel worse. We're not completely happy like this. I know you're not, and I'm not. But we continue this. This isn't a future that we could sustain. This is just immediate getting to enjoy each other, but in a way that is toxic because it doesn't have any sustainability. It keeps me prisoner to not have to look at what needs changing for the long term. And in the long term, we both need to be empowered to find our happiness, to get very clear about what we want for the future for ourselves. And I'm so preoccupied with the now in an unhealthy way that I can't even break free to say what I do now is going to build in the type of future I want for myself. I want to find peace in this connection, and I want to find a future of happiness. One that I feel you know we could have, one that I know we could have, but we can't make it happen this way. We can't pretend that it's going to change or that something's going to come to an end here unless we take charge of doing something different. And why I tell you otherwise and I allow you to stay miserable is because I don't want to let you go. But I don't want things to change for me because it will hurt to have to go through parting with things that I use right now to make me feel better. I'm so hurt by things that have hurt me in the past, people, situations. So I cover this up as best I can with whatever I can. That includes you. I'm so removed from understanding who I am and what I need to build myself up, to be someone you can rely on, to be that happy person for you, to be in a strong energy that can be controlled and bring order and justice to this connection to you. I'm out of control. And so I handcuff you to this because I don't want to go through it by myself. But I recognize you need healing just as much as I need healing. But your healing comes from a soft, loving place of loving me. But that still doesn't make it right. You're still not healed. You're causing pain upon yourself, which in turn causes pain upon me. You need to find the power within yourself, the strength within yourself, the courage within yourself to know you're worthy of so much more, despite me not wanting to lose you, despite the pain you see in me, despite you knowing that I have a deep love for you, that I'm being overridden by these toxic ways of being, these distractions, these things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but they have a hold on me. So The only way I can figure myself out is by losing you, and I will never tell you to leave me, and I will never let you go. So you're going to have to find it within yourself to move forward despite how saddened you are by leaving me behind. Because when I find my peace, I will come as soon as I can to make things right, but only when I end the cycle within me that is unhealthy. It's too much to bear right now. It's so much I can't bear it on my own, so I cannot help you, and I cannot release you from my burden. And that's a coward, and that's someone who doesn't deserve you. But yet you stay. So I know you love me unconditionally, and that makes me love you more. But I can't do anything in this physical world because I'm overtaken by my toxicity, things that are impairing my judgment. And I continue to do this. As long as you don't change, I don't change. We can't build on a future of stability. We can't build something for ourselves as long as I'm conflicted by the devil, as long as I'm choosing toxic ways, as long as I'm not allowing myself to heal. And I will continue being this way until you break free and choose yourself, because then it will be something worth getting better for. It will make me understand myself differently. That's the only key here, because I think we're both stuck. And I think you're in a better position to free yourself than I am, because your devil is just me. My devil is you and everything else. So I'm really, really doubly stuck. I wish the best and peace for you while you're away from me. But know that when I am able to find control, when I'm able to find the strength within me and the clarity to break free, that I will come to you no matter the struggle to build something worthwhile. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. Okay, pile 4. Wow, this is really, really deep connection of needing healing, and it could certainly be this person might be, you know, have some addictions here with substances in some way that's really impairing this person. Lots of needs for self-love and forgiveness, healing all around. This card essentially, I think, is very strong, but I think it's speaking to both of you guys, because I do feel like part of you is very loving and very open and unconditional, but it's also causing pain upon you. And we need to understand why. Why are we allowing ourselves to experience pain in this situation? You know, outside of an unconditional love, well, we need to unconditionally love ourselves, because I feel that pain. So let's pull some charms and then a song card for further confirmation. There's the 2 keys again. 3 keys. Oh my goodness. 3 keys, you guys. So I feel like what it is you've been trying a solution, and like both of you guys are kind of on 2 different pages here, but I feel like there's a third way, and this key is completely different. I feel like these are more skeleton keys. This is more traditional key. I feel like there's a need to do things differently that's going to open a door here for both of you guys to be set free from something, okay? And then your person might be the devil, toxicity and distractions and substances and whatever else that they're doing that's very toxic, and also this connection that they're codependent on and your codependency to this person. I feel like there's an answer here to something, doing something differently that needs to be addressed. We have the eagle here, the gold eagle. Wow. So the eagle has a higher perspective of seeing things. They can see things from a greater vantage point. So I feel like there's a need to look at the bigger picture here. That maybe you're kind of really, I don't know, like in the weeds of it right now, you know? So see the bigger picture. Eagle's all about divinity and vision. Like we said, the vision to see, but divinity is having our higher self kind of guide us to see better. You have this angel wing. So I feel like you're an angel here. I mean, I don't know who I channeled if that was your person, but I feel like somebody here is a beautiful angel. But I feel like there's a need to listen to our divine being, to the part of us that knows we deserve to free ourselves from pain, you know. So here we have a little chihuahua. Initially it looked like a little fox, but I think it's a chihuahua. So, you know, chihuahuas are all bark and no bite. Maybe there's a tough exterior here your person has, and maybe they're pretty aggressive, you know. They might like to bark a lot, but you might see something within this person that is very gentle or loving. But there's a need to address something on a higher level. There we have a flower, could be significant, beautiful. You have a heart, and it says made with love. So lots of love. I feel like you've poured a lot of love into your person. Maybe you've tried to make this a loving connection. Here we have the dragonfly, and this is all about cutting through illusion, seeing things for what they are. That's what I was getting from this, seeing things from a higher perspective to cut through illusions. We might be telling ourselves or seeing something different, not wanting to see something for what it is. So there's a need to see the illusion, see the bigger picture. Here we have a violin. Some music might be significant. This is more about feeling. Maybe you're kind of listening to your feelings, but there might be a need to see instead of feel. See, cut through illusion, remove feelings, but see. And it might be hard because you're right in the music of it. You're right into feeling it, right? The star, hopes, desires, healing, wishes, Aquarius energy. So I feel there is a need to find a new way to see, break through an illusion, but don't feel as though all hope is completely gone. You could still carry a part of you that understands that maybe in the distant future there could be an answer here that could allow things to progress. But right now, the way things are, I feel there needs to be a shift. Yeah, faith. Have faith here with the cross. Okay, have faith, have hope, have a belief here that there could be some healing. And out of pain, with the cross here, out of a lot of pain, there is healing that comes to both of you guys. And here we have the leaf. The leaf is all about new life, abundance. This leaf could have fell, so maybe let the things that are rotten, like the fall time, the leaves fall, things that aren't working anymore, let it fall and let new life grow. Have faith that there will be new life to give a new hopeful future of healing. Okay, so let's pull a song card here. Now the song itself could certainly be something that resonates. Listen to the lyrics, or read the lyrics I should say, on Google, or listen to the song. So it might bring some further clarity for you. Let's see. We have Casey and Jojo, all my life. I will never find another lover sweeter than you, and I will never find another lover more precious than you, more precious than you. Oh, Chihuahua. So much love here, you guys. I know it's difficult, but there's a need to get more practical to see things and remove emotion. And I know it's hard because we will say lead with heart, but And yes, lead with heart, but you have to have heart for self, you know, and see something for what it is, because I feel there is an illusion here. An illusion could be if you love this person harder, or continue to sabotage yourself in some way, or to sacrifice yourself in some way, that things would get better. But no, I feel like things will heal and get better if you choose self and still feel. And this could be out of love, right? We could still love someone unconditionally and love them from afar, but I feel like you and this person really see the best in each other, despite the toxicity and the addictions and the devil energies. So if you are interested in a private reading to uncover some of this, I do offer that. You can visit me at my website. And there's lots on YouTube that can help you through your healing journey. Beautiful pile 4. If you haven't liked this video, please do so. If this sounded more like your energy being channeled and not your person's, you might want to go check out another pile and see what resonates. All right, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I love you guys being here, and I do wish you guys the very, very best on your healing journey. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.